Hello students, hi everyone. This video we are going to learn about the IUPAC rules for naming organic compounds. In the previous video I explained about the important components in IUPAC nomenclature. What is IUPAC? What is the abbreviation? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So these rules are very important rules to write the IUPAC name of any organic carbon compounds, that is hydrocarbon. So what is the first rule? So first rule is nothing but identify the longest chain of carbon atoms to get the parent name, that is root word. So first rule, first we should identify the longest chain. Sometimes the compound is looking like a branched. So which branch is we have to consider as the longest. What is that meaning for longest? So which branch of compound contain more number of carbon atom, that only called as a parent chain, that is parent carbon atom. So that is the first rule, identify the longest chain of carbon atom. It may be a linear, means there is no problem. So the linear carbon chain, the carbon number considered as the longest chain of carbon atom or parent chain. What is the rule? To number the carbon atoms of the parent chain. This is a very important rule to give the number, that number called as the local numbers. How to give the number to the carbon atoms? So if we consider that carbon chain contain any substituent or functional group, we should give the number to closest end of the substituent or functional group. In some cases both functional group or substituents are present, means we should give the priority to the functional group. So that is local number, it should be followed by the closest end of the substituent or functional group, in where substituents or functional groups are present. From that place only we should start to give the number, that is called as local numbers. What is rule 3 in case of alkenes and alkynes? So in some cases it may be alkenes, means it should contain double bond, alkynes means triple bond. So locate the double bond or triple bond and use its local number followed by a dash and primary suffix. So alkane or alkene, alkenes or alkynes are considered as a primary suffix. So how we can represent the primary suffix? It may be in the case of alkenes and alkynes. So we should give the local numbers to closest end to the double bond or triple bond. And how we can locate it? First write the number of the double bond or triple bond in alkenes or alkynes and put one dash and followed by the alkenes, means it should be end with ene. Alkynes means the name of the compound should be end with y. So this is the rule 3. Next one, rule 4. If the compound contains functional group. So how we can locate it? First, how we can give the local number? If the compound contains any functional group, it may be alcohol or aldehyde or ketone or carboxylic acid. So first we should give the local number closer to the end of the functional group. And how we can locate the number, how we can write the number as a suffix? First we should write the number. So alcohol means it should be 1 or 2. First write the number and put one dash, and we have to write the end of the secondary suffix. It may be alcohol means the name of the compound end with OL. Just write 1 dash OL, otherwise 2 dash OL. The number is very important, the end of the compound is very important. It should be depends on the functional group. So rule 5, when the primary and secondary suffixes are joined, the terminal E of the primary suffix is removed. So in cases that primary, how we can join and write the primary and secondary suffixes? So if it is alkane means, so propane means we should remove the E from propane and just write the number and put a dash and write the secondary suffix. So that is called, that is explained by rule 5. So how we can join primary and secondary suffix? Just remove the E from hydrocarbon, alkane or alkene or alkane, just remove the E from the last. And we have to join the secondary suffix, and in between we have to put the number and dash and everything. What is the last rule? Last rule is nothing but identify the substituent here also and use a number followed by a dash and a prefix to specify its location and identity. Substituent also should be represented by the number And identity of the substituent also is very important. First enter the number, put a dash and write the substituent. For example, fluorine means the name of the compound should be start with 1 fluoro, 1 dash fluoro or 2 dash fluoro, depends on the carbon number. In which carbon the substituent is added, 1 carbon or 2 carbon. So 1 means 1, put a dash and write fluoro. 2 means 2, put a dash and write fluoro. It may be chloro means that number dash chloro. Amino means that number dash amino. So methyl or ethyl, the number, put a dash and write the substituent. So that is explained by the rule 3. So these are all the 6 rules are there to write the IUPAC name for any organic compounds. So any IUPAC name for organic compounds, that should be based on the 6 rules only. So the next video I will explain how to using the rules, how to write the IUPAC name of any organic carbon compounds in the easiest way. Hope you all understand now. Thank you, students.